The people? This is all their fault, and they're going to burn for it. Burn!
You're nothing but a mad dog now, aren't you?
Ooh, a threat. But this old dog still has a few teeth.
There are at least 6 different ways I can stop you right now.
But they all involve deadly force, don't they? And you don't do that. No, you need me. You wouldn't be much of a hero without a villain. And you do love being a hero, don't you? The cheering children, the swooning women. You love it so much, it's made you my most reliable accomplice.
Accomplice?
Welcome back, super friends. What's the hubbub? It is time to discuss the new Lex and Superman confrontation scene. Personally, I wasn't huge on this clip while still optimistic on the movie. I knew about the desk flip scene months ago, but early screening scoops had stated Lex talked about his philosophy and why Superman is bad for the world to him.
Lex, I tried to stop him.
It's fine, Mother. Superman, we finally meet. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, Luthor! You took the dog!
That's right, you get all of this.
Where's the dog?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's just a dog.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog in a cape?
What did you say?
This kidnapping was not a part of that info back then, so unsure till I see full scene context on how much I like the scene. Later, I will react to Aaron Fischer and harsh critics again. It's your guys' words that I'm disagreeing with. If you feel there is added context and have your own rebuttal to me, that's fine. In a friendly way, I don't care. No need to feel cowardly towards our views as commentators. We can stand by them or not. If you guys were making valid points, I'll happily give you credit when due. It just seems to me you are on a mission to hurt the new movie for simply not being Snyderverse. Kristian Harloff laid out some pretty good points, however, and I think we're in a hypercritical analysis mode from Snyder fans in particular. Let's explore this.
So Superman is pissed. That gives a new definition, I guess, to avoid his dog. When you're looking at that scene, you get a lot out of it, right? You see clearly that, as we mentioned many times over, where Krypto's going to have kind of a big part here in an emotional attachment that Superman has to him, and you don't mess with anybody's dog, much less Superman's. The thing, again, that I read in these last two, the trailer and this scene, is that Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is really going to start to shift the focus, almost even away from Superman. I mean, the best part about that scene is watching Lex keep his cool. He knows what he's doing. He knows that he's, getting under Superman's skin, which he loves to do. He also doesn't ever get angry back, which he easily could have. There were shades of, when Superman first walks in, by the way, of the Richard Donner, Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman scene from the first Superman when Lex is planning all that stuff before he puts the kryptonite on him, and he walks in and has this big, look what I can do. You should be scared of me.
That said, now let's take a look at some situations in other Superman mediums with Kristian's reaction in mind to dive a little deeper. Let's start with the Donner classic scene.
There's 2 of them?
Yes, Superman, double jeopardy. Even you, with your great speed, couldn't stop both of them. While I, on the other hand, could stop them with my detonator.
All right, Luthor. Where is it? Where's a detonator? You diseased maniac. Do you really think you could hide it from me by encasing it in lead? I'll mold this box into your prison bars. Don't touch that. I told you.
That's kryptonite, Superman. Little souvenir from the old hometown. I've spared no expense to make you feel right at home.
Well, look at that. The door goes flying. The whole point is Superman tries to intimidate Lex and it doesn't work. Also in Lois and Clark, we saw Lex testing Superman.
Superman, come in. You want to know how strong I am, Luthor? You want to know how fast I am? Does that conclude your demonstration? The tests stop now. Well, that would be nice, but what if they don't? If I were you... Me? I admit nothing. No, but let's assume that these tests continue. You can't be everywhere at once, Superman. As long as you stay in Metropolis, innocent people will die.
Here we saw that Lex was pretending to not be behind it, knowing that Superman is aware that he is, to make him lose his cool. Ultimate rage, baiting Lex. In Batman vs. Superman, he nearly initiates his heat vision as he is kneeling to Lex as well.
Across the bay, ripe fruit his hate. 2 years growing, but it did not take much to push him over, actually. Little red notes, big bang, you let your family die! And now, you will fly to him, and you will battle him to the death. Black and blue, fight night. The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
You think I'll fight him for you?
Yes, I do. I think you will fight for that special lady in your life.
She's safe on the ground. How about you?
Close, but I am not talking about Lois. No, every boy's special lady is his mother. Martha.
To me, when he folds out instant Polaroid pictures, it's quite cringe-inducing with his follow-up of Martha. Superman screams, "Where is she?" And Lex acts goofy. He stays kneeled pathetically at the feet of Lex. I think being an early career Superman within first 3 years on the hero job, it's closer to how Clark was in Smallville scenes with Lex.
So why did Jonathan Kent always seem so stressed? I mean, was raising the perfect son really that much work? I wonder how much of a strain it put on his heart.
Are you blaming me for my father's death? Are you? You're the guilty one, Lex, not me. And this time you're gonna own up to what you've done. I know you killed Lionel.
As you can see, the way Tom Welling plays his scene was to let some emotion out. Superman does have these outbursts where his idealism takes over. His mind processes the situation as, I know what is right, and I'm calling him out on it immediately. While Cavill has played the role rather stoic for the most part, we have seen countless iterations where that's not the case. It's usually a knowledge gap with Snyder-only fans as they were exposed to character primarily through Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. It's just a narrow mindset of what they've been exposed to.
We traced the video feed from level 3. You were watching us the whole time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She also pulled the security records from Belle Reve. You were there the day those psychos escaped. And you helped them somehow, didn't you? What'd you promise them, Lex? Enough serum to last the rest of their lives?
You're being irrational.
A lot of the anti-Gunn Superman arguments tend to talk out of both sides of the mouth. Aaron Fischer is suggesting the tone of Superman 2 had no silly or fun moments.
Superman 2 was not silly. So I'm not sure. I don't know if this is true or not. You know, this is what people were passing around. And based off of that comment alone, Superman 2 on steroids, and then saying it's silly and very big, I don't think that this is true. Or this person didn't see. All right, guys, so over here on X, here's the first thing I wanted to show you. This was another look at Superman, 10-second little preview. And Superman actually says, good gosh, in this. He says, good gosh, right in there. Good gosh. You can't be serious with this dialogue. Like, the dialogue, this was like written by a 12-year-old. That's what it sounds like.
So this is Planet Houston.
He says that because it's a good movie and he doesn't like Gunn's film getting that comparison.
A very strange surface.
Get your butts off the road!
I like the globe that flashes red like our Krypton sun, but not this irritating noise. Make way.
All right.
A weapon of some sort.
Also, if this Superman reacts strongly, you call him unhinged. If he's in control, such as, oh gosh, he's now being too beta for you. Which is it?
Good gosh.
Post the story, fast.
You got that flying saucer deal up on the roof?
Yep.
Grant, Group, come on.
Grab the board, Jimmy.
How many does it hold?
5 or 6. 6.
Okay. Lombard, you two. Why the hell?
Hey, loser.
Hey, Steve.
Welcome to the Daily Planet.
Just some background within various iterations of Superman to keep in mind. The haters just keep moving the bar to do anything.
Perry, I'm the boss.
Yeah, it's true. Whatever he says, I'll do that.
Hi, I'm Clark Kent. Let me introduce you to my pals.
That lets them tout this as a flop.
We're trying to work, and then it's like you're coming over here.
Oh, Jimmy's always...
Jimmy with the sass.
It's crazy.
We're just hanging out, you know.
I'm clowning on y'all if this don't hit $1 billion. Because if it don't hit $1 billion and it flops, that means there was no purpose of a reboot. And they should have just stuck with Zack's plan.
Really harsh clown show. So the last Marvel movie that came out, even with good reviews, did not hit $400 million worldwide. Now you say, if Superman doesn't do $1 billion in this genre, it is a flop. That is one of the dumbest arguments I've heard to date. We aren't even in the superhero boom to easily bank on movies. The superhero genre is struggling if Marvel is having a tough time, and you know it. Incredibly high standards for someone that likes a Lex who pops Jolly Ranchers into grown men's mouths. I've truly never seen a movie so hyper-analyzed as this new Superman. The only thing that may equal it is when Gunn rolls out his version of Batman. Oh, I can't wait for the reactions and over-critical mouth-breathing for every nanosecond. As always, though, look up, not back. Eyes to the skies as we march on.